Microphone check 1 2 1 2. This is your host, not son, baby. And this is another episode of Swingers After Dark. You know, I was scrolling through my news feed on Facebook. Yes, you heard right, Facebook. You know, I call it fake book and not by its real name because that's a lot of smoke and mirrors out there when you scroll down your news feed. You know, there's a lot of illusions. You know, people perpetrating the fraud. People are fronting. They lying about this. They lying about that. But you know what? Let them live. Let them be great, man. So, fuck all that though. So I was going through Facebook through my news feed because, you know, sometimes I like to see fuckery. You know, sometimes I like to see nonsense. Sometimes I like to see buffoonery when I'm going through my news feed. You know, sometimes junk food is good for the soul because you can't be deep all the time. You know, you can't be deep all the time. Sometimes you got to make yourself laugh. Sometimes you just got to live and enjoy life. And with that said, you know, I was scrolling down the news feed and I saw like a fight video that had a caption that says, you know, sad piece fights husband, you know, because the wife cheated. Now, I don't like to watch fight videos. You know, I don't like to see somebody get their ass beat. I don't like to see somebody, I don't like to see somebody get their ass beat, see somebody get their head bashed in. I don't like to see somebody, you know, get fucked up to the point of no return. You know, you can't even recognize them after the fucking fight. The only times I want to see a fight is like a boxing or MMA match where it's sanctioned. You know what I'm saying? The referee can stop the fight when somebody's really getting their ass beat. But, you know, I was watching this fight video. You know, these dudes, they was humbugging. You know what I'm saying? They was rumbling. They was throwing their dick beaters and getting it in. You know, throwing jabs, haymakers, uppercuts, the works. You know what I'm saying? They was throwing them bows. You know, they was throwing them joints. So, you know, I'm watching it. And, you know, something dawned on me as I was watching a fight video. You know, I got a philosophy that, you know, men should never fight over a woman. You understand me? The only time a man should fight over a woman is when his significant other is in danger. You know, of course, you want to protect. I'm not talking about the women in your family because that's self-explanatory. But if you got a significant other and you want to fight for her or over her, then her life should be in danger. You know, it should be a life-threatening situation or a potential life-threatening situation because your woman sees you as her protection. Even if she sees herself as a strong woman, subconsciously she submits to you because she sees you as the strength of the relationship. You understand me? So the only time you should fight for a woman or over a woman is when your significant other is in danger. You understand me? Now, my thing is this. With that being said, my thing is this. You know, first and foremost, you do not own the woman you're with. I'm going to say that again. You do not own the woman you're with. And I get it. Like, if you find your woman cheating, you know, you love this girl, whether you love her or in love with her, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And you go through her, you know, inbox, her DMs, or even her phone, and you see her messaging some other dude or some other chick. And she be like, yeah, you know, I can't wait to see you again. I can't wait to fuck you. You know, you don't do it like my man do it. You know, I love you. You know, you're the fresh air in my life. Yeah, I miss you. You know, all that mushy gushy shit. And you feel away. You seeing red. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what to think to the point where you want to faint. And you can't think besides killing this broad. You understand me? But, you know, what separates the men and the mice is that, yes, I get it. You're emotional, you know, because you love this chick. You put your time, money, and energy into this chick. And I'm not going to front. If I found out that my chick is cheating on me, I'm going to be tight. Real walkie-talkie. I'm going to be tight. I'm going to be heated, man. I'm not fronting. Like, I may talk my shit, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be, I want to tear some shit up. You understand me? But at the same time, you know, reality got to kick in. You know, you got to allow, you know, your mind to take over. You know, think rational, think logic. You know what I'm saying? Don't think with your emotions, because if you think with your emotions, if you don't keep your emotions in check and put things in its proper perspective and its proper context, then you're going to see your ass in jail or 6 feet deep pushing up daisies. Because, you place this woman on a pedestal to the point where you underestimated her faults. You understand me? And we're living in an age where people got options. Even women got options. You understand me? And like, you got social media. You got all these social media sites. And with one click of a button, you could meet somebody that you may find attractive. She may find attractive. Or whatever the case. It's not like back in the day where it was hard to cheat. You know what I'm saying? You had to step out the house, go to a fucking payphone, get some quarters if you don't have some quarters, and dial up your side piece. You know what I'm saying? Dial up the mistress. You feel me? So it's not like that you had to like have a beeper code or something. You understand? It's not like it was back in the 80s and 90s. Nowadays, you could get a smartphone and voila. It's like you could get anything that you want. It's like a kid in a fucking candy store. You understand me? But I get it. If your woman is cheating on you, it's like you thinking to yourself, you have these crazy thoughts that, not only some other dude is fucking your chick, but he may be fucking her raw. Without that condom. He be giving her all types of cream pies and the pussy coming in her ass. You know what I'm saying? Busting nuts on her face. Just violating. Straight up violating shorty. And this is supposed to be your pride and joy. Ain't that a bitch? Now you thinking about all of that somebody took your pussy. But guess what? The pussy wasn't somebody else to take. Because it wasn't yours to begin with. And that's why I say, you could love somebody, but don't love that person to the point where, don't love somebody to the point where you don't know how to function if that person decides to leave you. Because, the flesh is weak. Anybody could wake up the next day and they don't want to be with you anymore. They could just pack up and vanish. You know what I'm saying? Leave you a fucking 4-page letter of, things didn't work out. It's not you, it's me. And, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. And, I wasn't built for this. People could do that. They could leave you high and dry. And then you become suicidal because you place your value not only in the relationship, but also in this woman. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that you shouldn't trust a woman. I'm not saying that you should be incapable of loving. Like, love is a beautiful thing. But, like, if you're going to take your heart, if you're going to use your heart, take your mind with you. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean by that, not son? What do I mean by, when you use your heart, take your mind with you, is that you got to put things in its proper context that, sometimes a lot of good things don't last. You know what I'm saying? You could probably divorce this chick in 2 months. She probably get on your fucking nerves, and because, she used her representation to bag you, for you to marry this broad. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what may happen. You may leave her. She may leave you. You understand me? So self-preservation is the first law of nature. And what I mean by that is that you have to preserve some type of feelings for yourself. So if this chick, she goes AWOL and she leaves your dumb ass, then you don't have to feel salty because you understand life for what it is. Some people come in your life to stay and some people come in your life to go. Now, if y'all grow old and die, then that's a beautiful thing, baby. That's mwah. But always keep in mind that a lot of times good things don't last. And when you have that mentality that good things don't last and this chick decides to leave you or cheat on you for whatever reason, then you would take it as a grain of salt because you already knew what it was. You already trained your mind to accept life. You accept life as how it is instead of how it should be. And when dudes look at life as how it should be, then they become disappointed that not only they'll hurt themselves, but they'll hurt other people because they disappointed and they put the situation or the woman on a pedestal, on a higher pedestal than them. They put too much value on a woman than them. And I'm not saying that you should not value your woman. I'm not saying that. But don't get it to the point where, you want to beat this chick to death because, she didn't live up to your expectations. And like I always told you dudes, expectation is the mother of disappointment. You understand me? Like, always be surprised when good shit happens to you. I'm not saying you should be paranoid. I'm not saying you should be pessimistic. What I'm saying is that, like, just enjoy the ride for what it is. You want to be with this chick, she want to be with you, just enjoy each other. Just sit back, enjoy each other. You understand me? Don't have these grandiose ideas of, y'all gonna ride out to the sunset and y'all gonna have a 18 bedroom house and a picket fence and all these type of kids. No, just let life flows on its own. Because you know what they say, God laughs at people who got plans. You feel me? Or if you don't believe in God, then life in general laughs at people who got plans, because you don't know what life has in store for you. You understand me? And I say all that to say, once again, I'm not saying you should be paranoid. I'm not saying that you should not love the woman you get with. I'm just saying that, don't lose yourself in the process of you loving a woman. You understand me? Because a lot of these chicks ain't shit. You understand me? A lot of these chicks, they have their own ideas and own agenda. And there's nothing wrong with having an agenda. When a woman has an agenda to build with you, then that's a good agenda. When that agenda includes you, then that's perfect. But some chicks have a self-interest in that agenda to empower themselves and not you, and you're left high and dry because she took everything that you offered while leaving you facing ass. You know what I'm saying? Facing ass in slang terms means broke. You understand me? And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about broken. You left as a broken man because you love this chick, and then she left you, and now you want to kill yourself. You want to kill the bitch. You want to kill the side piece. You know what I'm saying, me? While you and the side piece kill each other, then she's running off to the sunset with the next dude. You feel me? So that's why you got to put things in proper perspective. Who wins the war at the end of the day? You, the side piece, or the chick? You and the side piece are fighting to the death while your cheating ass girlfriend, whatever the case, she's just standing on the sidelines with her cup of tea on some Kermit the Frog shit. While you and old boy beating each other brains out, stabbing, shooting, or whatever the case, whatever the fuck happens. So don't play yourself. You understand me? It's like you fighting over a chick. How are you going to fight over a chick who don't want you? You know what I'm saying, me? Why are you going to fight over a chick who don't want you, and why would you beat his ass? He probably didn't even know that she was in a relationship. And even if he did, then he has no loyalty towards you. He don't know you. Y'all didn't play in a sandbox. And even if y'all did grow up together, yeah, you may whoop his ass because, he violated. But at the end of the day, if a woman is going to step out on you, you're going to have to accept that, playboy, because she's not yours to begin with. You don't own her. And remember, the flesh is weak. Now, once again, I'm going to say this again. Don't be paranoid. Don't say that, these bitches ain't shit. Listen, if a woman really want to be with you, she'll let you know and she'll tell you. And that will show in her actions. But at the end of the day, you got to realize that, people could fall for grace sometimes. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. You understand me? But at the end of the day, you should realize that shit happens. She may cheat on you. She may not cheat on you. That's life. Everything is a gamble. You walking outside, your door is a gamble. You understand me? You can't stay in the house all the fucking time. You can't stay in the house all day. You got to walk outside. So that's a gamble. So I'm not saying that you should never love a woman. I'm not saying that you should never be in a relationship with a woman. I'm just saying it's a gamble. And then if you crap out, if you lose, then, take it on the chin. Man up. Yes, you could be hurt. And I get it. I really do. Because I was hurt. I've been hurt at times. But it make you a better person. You understand me? It'll show you your do's and don'ts, what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And at the same time, you should not carry that baggage into the next relationship, because it's not fair to the woman who didn't do shit to you. So it's like you got to balance out your experience to make you a better person, instead of using it as a negative tool to be a person of destruction, to fuck over a woman who may be a good woman, but because there's nothing that's bitch fucked you over. You want to ruin this chick's life, the new chick life, and she's a good woman. She's waking up, fixing your meals, fixing your breakfast, doing this, down the third, sucking you off anytime you want to. But because you have all this baggage and you're immature, that you want to fuck her over. When she would have been your soulmate, y'all would have walked off in the sunset. She didn't want to fuck anybody except for you. You dig? So you got to put things in proper perspective, but don't be an asshole about it. That's the message. All right? You dig? And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Not Son, baby. And one more thing. Fellas, love those who love you. I'm going to say that again. Love those who love you. You can't keep somebody who don't want to be kept. Church. And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Not Son, baby. Check out my website at www.notsonblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinger Manifesto. Get it, got it, good. It's on iBooks, Google Play, Kindle, Nook. Go get it, baby. And, shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. And shoot me with any questions and or concerns that you may have. And rate, subscribe, share, comment this podcast. Yeah, dig. And on that note, until next time, peace. And don't kiss them hoes in the mouth, baby.